Okay guys, first of all, excuse the state of the car. Part of living in the South in the spring is pollen, and the purpose of this video is to not necessarily showcase the car being detailed, which will happen later for my gallery pictures. The purpose of this video is to talk about the accident. So I have a admittedly not fancy paint meter reading tool, paint meter tool, but it does the trick. It it'll let you know if panels have been painted. I don't know, it's never been calibrated, so we're just going to put that out there. So a lot of times when I do every car I've ever paint metered, I never do a video, but in this case I think it's important because we have that accident on the Carfax that I think was reported an error. I mean, if you believe it, that's saying that this driver's front was in some sort of incident, and I'm not going to say it wasn't because I wasn't driving the car then, but it sure doesn't look like it. So we're going to do paint meters, and we're going to do them live, and we're going to do them together. So we are in Mills. Does that focus in there? So I mean, normally what I've always been taught, whatever word you want to use, is that between 2 and 7 is factory paint. If you look at these gaps, I mean, so the bumpers on these, the front bumper has to come off to do an air filter. So has the front bumper been off? Absolutely, right? Has a great service history. So sometimes you do see little inconsistencies on Panamera bumpers. So that's not necessarily, anything to see. It's a little off. It's not, I mean, I don't know. You could say that's a little off, but I've seen them come in a lot worse than that just from the air filter being replaced. And why Porsche decided to do that, we will never know. Okay, so we're going to do this together. We're going to start on the driver front fender. We're going to do a bunch up here. Okay, so 5, 6, 5. It might actually, I don't think it picked the pollen up, but I guess anything's possible. 4, and you can see that's right above the vent. So we have 5 and 4 on the fender. So I'm going to say fender has not been painted. We're going to move over here to the door. Okay, 4 on the upper portion. We're going to go middle. 3. 5 above the door handle. Driver rear door. 9. Okay, that's a little, well, 8, 9. That's a little high, but nothing. I still could see that being factory. Let's see the rest of the door. 6. Yeah, I don't think that tells me we're still factory paint. 6. Because when cars get painted in mills, because a mill is so tiny, I mean, they get like, I've seen them 10, 15, 20. So driver's quarter, 2. Yeah, and my fingernail, that's another story. I bashed it weeks ago. The nail finally came off. As you can see, it's pretty gnarly. Okay, so we're on the passenger quarter. All right, passenger door, 9. Let's see how the rest of this door is. 6, 7, okay. So we're still good. I don't see anything. 10, 11. Okay, so maybe we had something on the passenger rear door. But from looking at it, it looks good. So then we're 9, 10 mils. Let's see how the rest of this door looks. 9. I mean, maybe. It's hard to say. It's still, because Porsche paint is thick. They use good paint. We're not driving Nissans. Apologies to anybody with a Nissan. Right front door, 8. All right, we're good there. 7, 6, all good there. So I have a, I'd almost say it's entirely possible that that incident was reported in error. 9 on the, that's a little high. Let's see the rest of this. 9, 10, but then it jumps to 7, 6. I don't see any, I mean, maybe on that passenger rear door, maybe. All right, it's always hard to get the hood because of the angles of the sun. So that is 6 on the hood. So I'm gonna email Carfax and ask them about that. So that's hard to read. That is 5 on the hood. I'm telling y'all, this pollen is nuts. And that is, again, hard to read. That is a 7, 6, 7 on the hood. Look at this. This is all pollen. Isn't that nuts? Look at that. That's crazy. So what I'll do, the way I do this with the pollen is I don't want to scratch the paint. So basically I get a leaf blower, I leaf blow it off, wash it, dry it, etc. So yeah, back to the matter at hand. You'd be hard pressed to convince me that the left front was in any sort of accident on this car. And that's going off the paint meters and going off just visually standing, 4 or 5 feet from it. So I hope this helps. I am going to get a hold of Carfax and see if they can tell me anything that will be helpful. All right, guys, if you have questions, let me know. Thank you.